Welcome to the PSI2 double-sided DVD, free with issue 31 of the UK's greatest gaming magazine. Flip this disc over to access a host of all-new unofficial cheats for top PlayStation 2 titles, Splinter Cell and Devil May Cry 2. On this side, we talk to the actors of the new Matrix movie to see how they were involved with the eagerly awaited Enter the Matrix game. We go behind the scenes of Sony's gothic action-adventure Primal and Midway's wacky Dr. Muto. Check out the game section for previews of Final Fantasy X-2, Indiana Jones, Wolverine's Revenge and many more. Also on the disc, see Devil May Cry 2 cheats in action, and Milla Jovovich tells us about her role in the DVD release of Resident Evil. There's all that, plus brand new movie and DVD trailers, gadgets and competitions, only on the UK's best free cover disc. It's the first Final Fantasy to be a direct sequel, and promises to play differently from previous games down the line. This footage from the Japanese version shows some of the differences. Throughout the game you play three main characters. Fans of the last game will recognise Yuna and Riku, and there's a new character called Pain. It seems that Yuna's done a lot of growing up, and she now sports a pair of very short shorts, and seems to have embraced the use of the forbidden machina by wielding a pair of pistols. Now that Sin has been defeated, Yuna is on a quest to collect movie spheres around the world of Spira. These spheres show recordings of the past, and may reveal clues to the whereabouts of Tidus, the playable character in the last game. There's freedom from the very start to travel the land in an airship, and choose where to visit from the navigation map. If you played Final Fantasy X, some places you'll recognise, others may have changed since your last quest 2 years ago. The battles have had a few changes too, most notably the ability to change costumes for new abilities and change your trade, be it knight, magician or priest. If you played the previous game, this sequel will be a must for anyone who enjoyed the characters and story it had to offer and want more of the same, only different.
This summer, get ready for something special.
It's Futurama the game!
Take control of Fry.
Say again?
What exactly do you know how to do?
Bender. And Leela.
Everyone just remain calm.
On an action-packed romp across the galaxy.
I don't get it.
Face terrifying foes.
I am Destructor!
Make new friends.
Greeting, you aliens from other planet.
Yeah, whatever.
And meet up with old ones.
So what should I do now, guys?
In a fantastic video game that takes you from the Planet Express HQ
Hey, I'm busy here.
to the depths of New York sewers. To the surface of alien planets. Abandoned mines. And mysterious temples. As you seek to battle the evil mom.
Oh, don't worry, dearie.
An adventure 1,000 years ahead of its time. Futurama, the game.
Ah, crap.
Get your hands on the most powerful cheat system the world has ever seen, Action Replay. Action Replay is the all-in-one gaming solution for PlayStation 2, and it's crammed full of incredible features to enhance your gaming, including thousands of PlayStation 2 codes. Beat virtually every PlayStation 2 game, including Grand Theft Auto Vice City. A powerful movie player that allows you to play DVD movies from any region on your PS2. A sophisticated memory card manager designed to give you full control of your PlayStation 2 game saves. An incredible new look user interface with improved graphics and sound. A bonus CD packed with over 12,000 cheats for PlayStation 1 games. And support for a new range of exciting add-ons to help you get the most out of your gaming. All these fantastic features make Action Replay the most powerful cheat code system ever. No more complex button combinations. Simply choose your game from Action Replay's on-screen menu, select the cheat code you need, then load up your game and take control of the action. Infinite health, unlimited ammo, extra vehicles and secret characters, they're all just a button press away. Action Replay CD comes packed with thousands of codes for virtually every PlayStation 2 game, with the storage capacity for thousands more. Action Replay can easily be updated with new codes, so it's never out of date. Daytel's hard-working code creators work round the clock to bring you new codes for the latest PlayStation 2 games as soon as they're released. Visit www.codejunkies.com, the 100% official one-stop source for Action Replay codes, or call the Code Junkies hotline. Lines are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Alternatively, get your hands on PSI2 magazine every month, where you'll find the biggest selection of Action Replay 2 codes in print. Action Replay is the essential gaming device. Prepare to unleash the power. We've managed to secure this video footage of the third game in the Onimusha series, imaginatively titled Onimusha 3. Although this footage isn't a patch on what the final game will look like, it does reveal a few new pleasant surprises. Takeshi Kaneshiro returns as Sanamasuke, but he's joined by French actor Jean Reno, famous for playing the assassin in Leon. The story takes place in two different time periods, one in 1582, where Samanosuke fights evil in a burning temple, and another lengthier period in modern-day France. Judging by this footage, it seems the two characters come together to fight hordes of demons in the city streets, with Sanamasuke using his trusty blade, whilst Reno, as character Jacques Bran, prefers pistols. Gone are the pre-rendered backgrounds, now the whole game is in full 3D, and this will be used to good effect during gameplay and during cutscenes. It's still early days, and the game's already looking fantastic. We'll keep our eyes on this one, and bring you new details as soon as we know. After fighting it out for a couple of months on the GameCube, New York's unluckiest cop, John McClane, is coming to the PlayStation 2. Die Hard Vendetta is set a few years after the film Die Hard with a Vengeance, as you embark on an explosive new mission full of intrigue, suspense, action, and plenty of surprises. Although at first glance it may seem like a standard first-person shooter, there are some differences that set it apart from the crowd. You have the ability to interact with most of the non-playable characters, and even grab enemies to persuade others to put down their weapons, or use them as a human shield. And when you land a particularly well-aimed shot, there's even bullet time sequences that let you revel in your marksmanship with a revolver. Also, expect a different game every time, as enemies are never to be found in the same place twice. Players will battle through several locations in the city streets, underground, and in the Nakatomi Plaza. A welcome addition will be the multiplayer mode, where up to 4 players can battle it out in a variety of game modes. Yippee-ki-yay, chicken plucker! Classic loincloth-clad hero Rygar is back, and now he's in glorious full 3D. And being a classic game, expect a classic storyline. Armageddon has hit these troubled lands, creating volcanoes, earthquakes, and monsters from a land time forgot. And to make matters worse, the princess has been captured, so off you trot on an adventure with your powerful weapon. The weapon in question is the disc armor, and it's integral to the game. Created by the gods, the disc armor is a yo-yo-like spiked disc that can be used to attack, defend, and help Rygar around the environment. There are 30 distinct actions that can be performed with the disc armor through 360 degrees. You can also summon mythical creatures to help you on your quest. One of the most impressive moves is the snap attack, where you whip and grab enemies, then toss them into other unlucky bad guys. It can also be used to hoist Rygar up onto high platforms and dodge attacks. There's several different worlds to travel through and a number of powerful end-of-level bosses to defeat. Rygar should appeal to those who remember the classic action platformer and demand similar arcade action in a 3D environment. CodeJunkies.com is the world's premier gaming website for PlayStation 2 gamers. Click the PlayStation 2 channel and prepare yourself for hot gaming news, reviews and game saves for use with export. Click the Codes tab for up-to-date codes to blow your favourite games wide open. Click the Saves tab for the latest export game saves. Enter the forums to discuss all things PlayStation 2 and swap hints and tips with other gamers. Then enter the Code Junkie shop to get hold of all the coolest gear and accessories that improve the way you play. CodeJunkies.com is updated daily with brand new content. Make sure you're not left behind by logging on now. Choplifter Crisis Shield brings the classic 2D shooter bang up to date with a 3D world to fly around and plenty of action. In a change from the original, the emphasis is on search and rescue and there's no shooting whatsoever. That doesn't mean there's not plenty of things to challenge you though. There's city streets to negotiate during low-level flights, tornadoes to avoid, erupting volcanoes to rescue people from, and a speed-style chase where you must rescue civilians from a booby-trapped bus. Depending on the situation, there's a number of things you can do to help stranded people. Fires can be put out using a high-pressure water cannon, life belts can be dropped for people floundering in the water, and your trusty pal Bob can be lowered to haul people to safety. Graphically, Choplifter does a good job of providing the feel of a simulation with arcade action. The scenery may be a little sparse in places, but the atmosphere of the locations is just right. Views from inside the cockpit show moving controls and your manga-inspired co-pilot. It's good to see a game like Choplifter on the PlayStation 2. It certainly makes a change from all the usual 3D platform games and shooters on the market, and it's great fun to play, even when things go tragically wrong with morbidly amusing results. If you're looking for a flying game that's full of action, but also requires you to pay attention to keeping your whirlybird in the air, then Choplifter's definitely worth a look. Do you want to play online games with other PlayStation 2 owners around the world? Well, now you can with GoNet, the broadband network adapter from Daytel. GoNet connects you to the online gaming community. Meet other players in game lobbies, set up mini-leagues and tournaments, and prove you're the best in the world. GoNet uses your existing internet service provider to join other online gamers. Simply plug the GoNet adapter into your PlayStation 2's USB port, then connect GoNet to your broadband socket and get ready to play your games like you've never played them before. Getting connected is easy, just follow the included instructional DVD. Then get ready to join gamers around the globe and get your teeth into fantastic titles such as EverQuest Online Adventures, SOCOM US Navy SEALs, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and Tribes Aerial Assault. The GoNet broadband network adapter is guaranteed to change the way you play. GoNet is available now from all good game retailers or order online at www.codejunkies.com. Indy's been around on celluloid for quite a while now, but this is his debut on the PlayStation 2. Once again, the adventurous archaeologist is ready to give his enemies a good whipping and a smack in the chops as he's plunged into an international crisis in 1930s Far East. Indy must find a powerful black pearl known as the Heart of the Dragon before it falls into the hands of an evil organisation. Indy's quite handy with his fists and gets involved in lots of punch-ups, but he can also get out his whip to disarm enemies and reel them in for a good kicking. Guns can be picked up when enemies drop them, likewise they can take your weapon if you lose your grip. Of course, there's plenty of booby traps to avoid, ledges to swing from and puzzles to solve, over 10 rich and varied levels around the world. Add to this the legendary music from the films, some great voice acting and the promise that Indy will almost lose his hat now and again, and hopefully we're in for a game that does justice to this great film licence. In Wolverine's Revenge, you play the hairy hero just after he's been infected with the deadly X virus. Wolverine has only 48 hours to acquire the antidote from the evil organisation that not only gave him the disease, but also the strange mutation to his skeleton. Aided by his new mutant powers, Wolverine must fight his way through a number of levels, first of all escaping from the high security lab. When dishing out punishment, multiple combos trigger a strike command, which when activated, performs a special move such as slamming an enemy into a wall or picking him up and stabbing him. He may be handy with his fists and claws in the heat of battle, but can also sneak up on bad guys to perform stealth kills, rewarded by collecting dog tags, which can be used to add new combos to your repertoire. A mutant sense slows down time for our hero, allowing him to spot enemies easily and dodge laser beams and the like. Also, watch out for end-of-level bosses including Sabretooth, Wendigo, Omega Red and Magneto. There are certainly better action-adventure games out there, but if X-Men's your bag, you'll get plenty of fun out of walloping the bad guys in Wolverine's Revenge. Not to be left out when it comes to semi-naked babes jiggling about on the beach, Acclaim are attempting to kick sand in the face of recent volleyball games with Summer Heat Beach Volleyball. Gamers who like a serious amount of eye candy will be able to play over 12 sizzling locations, including Venice Beach Stadium, Silver Sands Beach and the Flamingo Pier, as they attempt to make their beauties the best in the world. There are 14 selectable characters to choose from and the ability to customise your own player by modifying skin colour, hairstyle and accessories. When it comes to gameplay, a new Super Spike system allows gamers to earn special moves, speed-ups and unlock special features by playing well. Game modes include Arcade, Exhibition, Tournament and a number of mini-games to play. Graphically, the sand moves underfoot realistically, and the ladies are certainly more in proportion than recent games if you know what we mean. Beach volleyball should capture the feel of summer when it rolls onto the shelves in August. It's been a while since we've played a good old gunslinging western, and it looks like we're ready to dust off our ponchos to play Red Dead Revolver. You play Red, a gunslinger with more than a passing resemblance to Mr. Eastwood in a 3D third-person action shooter, and it's not just dusty old towns you'll be fighting in. Other locations on the frontier include mineshafts and military forts. In a change from the cowboy versus Indians scenario, you were brought up by Indians after your family were attacked by a group of desperados. Taught the ways of survival, you fight with honour, seeking vengeance on the savage outlaws of the frontier. The game promises fast action and a number of weapons including pistols, shotguns, whips and even dynamite. You also get to ride on horseback, chase trains and fight in a number of scenarios that you may be familiar with if you're a fan of classic westerns. With complex character AI and a 4-player deathmatch mode, Red Dead Revolver should provide a change from futuristic space combat and laser guns. Devil May Cry 2 is already cool to look at and fun to play, but with new action replay codes, it's possible to see and do a whole lot more. Bored of playing as Dante or Lucia? Then why not unlock secret characters with new weapons and abilities? Or play the whole game as a powerful devil, complete with great strength and super powerful attacks. Want to battle without dying? Then enter an infinite health cheat and bring on the action. Or change the size of your character from super small to gigantic. These are just some of the great new action replay codes in action. If you already have Action Replay, you can find these codes on the web at www.codejunkies.com. Developed in conjunction with the upcoming film sequel to The Matrix, Enter the Matrix is a stylish mix of action and adventure, which draws you into an alternate reality. Joel Silver, the producer of the film, tells us more.
The boys had this very unique idea about the video game, that they wanted to make the video game directly related to the movie. So where there are some scenes in the movie that'll have interaction between characters and they'll stop in the movie, that scene will continue in the game. The same characters, the same location, and then that will continue and feature into the next part of the game. Now, you have to understand that those scenes are written by the boys, directed by the boys, cut by the boys. So they're actually directly involved in the making of the video game, which was their idea from the beginning, which has never been done before. Because the game is a martial arts game, it's a driving game, it's a shooting game, it's many different, has many different levels. As you get to these parts of the game, you connect with parts of the movie that give you more information. It's a completely new way of experiencing the video game concept, as well as incorporating it into the experience of the movie. Also because the Wachowski brothers did write the game themselves. They understand video gaming, so they wrote this game, and by having them write the game, it directly relates to the movie. It's not some software designer in San Diego writing a game, it's them writing the game.
To retain authenticity, even the actors who played Niobe and Ghost in the film provided their looks, moves and voices to the game.
So I read the game script and it was all this action, flipping out the car windows, and I was like, how are they going to shoot all of this? They're going to shoot 2, 3, and this video game script. And then when I found out later there was going to be a game, I thought that was cool. I thought that was really cool. I really did, because I love video games. Resident Evil is like my favorite.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get on the game and play myself and say, did I really walk like that? It'll be a bit surreal, but I think it'll be really exciting to actually sit down with that Sony PlayStation or Xbox or whatever and just take up those joysticks and go for it.
One reason why Enter the Matrix may prove to be better than a lot of film licenses is in the way it doesn't just retell the story of the sequel.
Well, the game works as a parallel universe with the movies. So when you go to see Matrix Reloaded, this is a metaphor. You're in the living room and you're seeing what's happening with Trinity and Neo. The game shows you what is happening in the bathroom or the billiard room of the same house at the same time. When you first enter the game, you enter an apprenticeship. in the way that Neo enters an apprenticeship with Morpheus when in the first movie. So there's a training tutorial aspect of the game. So even before you sit down to start actually doing the gameplay, what will happen is Sparks and myself and Niobe will train the player. So we'll actually get you to practice your kicks. We'll actually get you to practice to shoot guns. We'll actually get you to practice how to take on an agent or a sentinel. So you have a training, and you got to get through that first. So once you get a little level of mastery, then you enter the real game, and you can choose either Niobe or Ghosts. Now, if you choose Niobe, you get her perspective. I'm in that game, obviously, but you'll get her perspective, and you'll use her strengths. For example, Niobe is the fastest driver in all of Matrix Land, and Ghost is the best gunner in all of Matrix Land. So you'll obviously go in with certain strengths and certain challenges, whichever character you choose.
And from the looks of things, it seems that Enter the Matrix has a lot of strengths. Certainly a game to get excited about.
I am. I'm really excited to be a video game character. I don't think there's any video games that really has any black females that I can recall at this particular point of time. But I think that's really exciting. I really do. For many different reasons. Many different reasons. I could go on and tell you why that is. But, and the fact that I enjoy playing video games. I think it'll be pretty cool playing myself. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Jada's character, Anthony's character, does things you've never seen game characters do. There's different kinds of running, different kinds of walking. There's different ways of getting around things. When they shoot up a room, they actually shoot up the room. You don't just, it really has so many, there's so many permutations to everything. So if you play as Anthony, it's not the same game as you play as Jada. It's a different game. And different things can occur. It's everything for everybody.
I've never seen the surface.
It's nothing now but one big graveyard. Oh my God.
It's an army.
What is that thing?
Some kind of tunneling machine.
Oh no.
What?
Look where we are. What's 4 kilometers straight down?
Zion.
Go, go, go! Zion has to be warned.
How?
Someone has to get to a drop point.
What? Are you crazy? We can't broadcast now.
We have to.
I'll go.
There isn't much time.
I'll make it.
Primal, the first title on PlayStation 2 from the developers behind the BAFTA award-winning Medieval series, takes you on a journey to a world lying just below the surface of ordinary life.
Primal is the story of one girl's adventures through a fantasy world. She's a girl from the modern world, as we understand it, and she's brought into a series of demon realms by a character called Scree, who's been sent as a guardian and an advisor to take her through these series of adventures, during which she learns about herself, her background, who she really is, the powers that she has in her.
I believe that you are Arella's chosen.
And during the game you get to develop these powers, you learn about the characters and environments in the world, and you get to see that behind the world that we know is a struggle, it's a constant struggle between the forces of order and chaos for the control of all our lives.
Jen is the character chosen to save the 4 realms. This, however, is no mean feat, and to succeed she will have to battle evil, overcome terrifying obstacles, and solve deadly puzzles.
Most of our puzzles are very kind of environmental puzzles, so although we've got doors and keys and kind of more traditional puzzles, we've tried to kind of stay away from that as much as we can. Probably a puzzle that springs to mind is at the start of the first realm you play. Jen hasn't got any weapons at that point. She can't fight. She's not got a knife yet. And then you come across a cave that's got lots of nasty beasts inside that she's not going to go in there because she's going to get eaten. Scree, being made of stone, isn't particularly tasty looking to these creatures, so he can go through there. And then because they're kind of quite beast, kind of wolf-like kind of creatures, they're actually scared of fire. So he goes off, finds a torch, and then brings it into the cave, and then he can keep all those animals at bay so Jen can go through unharmed.
With 4 vast realms to negotiate, Jen comes face to face with a number of demon races, each with very different customs,
Abinagdi,
environments, and dangers.
There are 4 very distinct different demon worlds that we have in Primarch. We wanted to make them as different from one another as we could.
We have a world called Solum, which is a world that's always nighttime here, and we have a race called the Ferai who live here, who are kind of rugged hunters.
Our second realm is Aquis, which is almost entirely underwater, and the race that live there are called the Undine, and they've populated the area with these huge arcane filtration machines to keep the water clean. And part of the gameplay in that area is Jen has to get the filtration system working again so the characters can survive in there.
The third realm in the game is called Ether, and we have a race of demons here we call Wraith, and these are really nasty characters, and they're almost like vampires in the way that they kind of lead their lives.
The last realm that you venture through is the realm of Volca, which is a world that's set in a huge, dry, dusty volcano. And the race that live there are the Jinn. And when you first arrive there, the volcano is dormant, it's asleep, and the Jinn are inactive. But as you adventure and explore through these corridors and chambers, the light and the heat that you bring wakes them up, and suddenly you find you've got an entire race of people all suddenly coming to life that you have to deal with.
The characters of Jen and Scree dominate the game. Jen quickly puts into practice her ability to morph between demon and human form, whilst Scree proves invaluable with his mental agility and special skills.
Jen and Scree have both got very different abilities. Jen's abilities are all based around her demon forms, so with each demon form she gets a different weapon, and all her abilities are kind of very focused towards combat and that side of things. We've got about, I think it's about 20 attacks for each of the different demon forms that she's got, so it's quite a lot of moves. And then it's kind of a free-form system, so if you keep hitting strong, you're going to do lots of strong attacks. And the deeper down the combo list you get, the cooler, the more powerful, more impressive-looking attacks you get. Scree doesn't fight at all, so his side of things is much more kind of based on the exploration and puzzles. So he can climb walls, he can jump, he can lift heavy objects. It's very much based around his kind of strengths.
This one's a real barn burner.
Any music featured within Primal had to reflect the intensity and pace of the game. American band 16 Volt provided a unique soundtrack to the whole experience.
It's a band that I had some CDs of, and one night I was just listening to them and thinking about the music that we wanted for the game and thinking, this works, this is the kind of stuff we want.
In addition to 16 Volt, the Prague Philharmonic Orchestra also added their interpretation to the adventure.
The cutscenes which we're recording with the orchestra at the moment, there were 2.5 hours worth of them, and unlike seeing it as 1 2.5 hour film, it's more like 5 half-an-hour films, because you're associating a very different sound, instrumentation, themes, everything for each individual level, as well as trying to create a kind of cohesive whole so that each level does sound like it has some related components.
With the kind of originality so rarely glimpsed on a games console, Primal is not only a feast for the senses, but also compulsive to play. The battles faced and worlds encountered make this a dark, compelling classic.
Behind the scenes with Dr. Muto! Who's your doctor? Well,
Excellent. What are you doing, Dr. Udo? I'm the producer. I'll fire you right.
I am actually the senior producer inside of Midway Games West. My job is actually running the development team who makes Dr. Muto. Game designers work really, really hard for a living. They work a lot harder than most people. The game itself is designed to have a bit of a wacky sense to it. Obviously, you look at him as a mad scientist. He's kind of the mismatched socks. His tie has kind of a goofy look. Doesn't look like he's very well kept. So he's a bit of an insane person.
That's gratitude for you.
I think the thing I'm most proud of about this game is the concept in general.
Something's screwing up.
Stig is the world builder on the lab level, and we're going to be reviewing it so that we can finish this up for our project.
What are those things?
That's strange.
I guess I made a mistake.
What happened?
We'll be back after these messages.
Crap!
We wanted a base world based on the models that we had for morphing characters. So what we did is we took each world and we said, okay, this is going to be the walking world, this is going to be the swimming world, this is going to be the flying world, this is going to be the jungle world for climbing character. We find that by creating these worlds and theming them out that way, the artists are able to continue along that vision and get the game levels done faster because they have an idea for the characters that are going to be running around the world. I'm most proud of Dr. Muto, the character.
We're recording the magnificently talented Wally Fields.
Wally Fields, Wally's Weird Voices.
Man of many voices and master of all.
We need all the isotopes you can find and any DNA you can harvest from the native fauna.
I don't know why, but I identify with bespectacled mad scientists with weird hairstyles. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, to me, morphing was really the key aspect of the game. And so the first thing that I did was go off and do the guppy and swim around and say, yeah, that was fun swimming. Or do the horsefly and say, yeah, that was fun flying around as a horsefly. Or doing the spider and saying, wow, this is really unique. That's something that's never been done before.
There you go. Crap.
Dr. Muto has actually been a really fun character to work with. So very expressive. We've been able to build a rig that's pretty complex, has a lot of emotion to it. Something that's very expressive, so it's been a lot of fun to work on.
No, I can't think of anything else. I'd rather be doing than creating video games right now. That's not true. I'd rather be running a strip club if I had to do something.
I'd probably be mopping floors at Scott's strip club.
I'd be a stripper in Scott's strip club.
Dr. Muto lived on planet Midway, where things were getting bad, so they say. Dr. Muto tried to create his own power, so Midway wouldn't have to be chopped by the hour. Now Midway was starting to get in a jam, but when Muto turned it on, Midway went kablam! Dr. Muto, the mad scientist, he's Dr. Muto, and he ain't never been kissed. He's Dr. Muto, and now his rep has been dissed.
Excellent.
You have to understand, we thought Bobby was going to a school for the gifted.
Bobby is gifted. You should see what he can do. Have you tried not being a mutant?
Since the discovery of their existence, mutants have been regarded with fear, suspicion, often hatred.
Drop the knives and put your hands in the air.
I can't. Are they the next link in the evolutionary chain? Or simply a new species of humanity fighting for their share of the world?
What do you need, William? Just your authorization for a special operation, Mr. President.
We've managed to gather evidence of a mutant training facility in the upstate New York.
This facility is a school. Sure it is. Nobody really knows how many even exist, or how to find them, except you. Who are you?
I keep
feeling something terrible is about to happen.
I would never let anything happen to you.
It's about to get very cold in here.
I need you to read my mind for itself. They say you're the bad guy.
Is that what they said? What a talent you have there.
Most people will never know anything beyond what they see.
I have faith in you.
The next time you feel like showing off, don't.
I used to think you were one of a kind, Wolverine. I was wrong. A remote peak.
This is not what we saw from the helicopter.
An empty hotel.
This place is sweet. Works.
For 6 of the most insane individuals in extreme sports.
You getting this? Yeah! Let's go!
It's the perfect place
I did it.
to have some fun.
There.
Go roll around in the snow, naked. Yeah!
And shoot some film.
We're gonna do a side shot. American movies? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
We're not making a movie, we're doing a commercial.
What's up?
But it's also the perfect hideout
How long do you stay?
3 days.
Why?
To make a film.
for a group of terrorists
I love American film. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty.
plotting the unthinkable.
Just kill them. I read about this guy in the paper. He's one of the most wanted war criminals.
We're gonna get the hell out!
I'm not leaving until they are dead.
Keep moving! You okay?
I just bought that board. What are you doing?
I didn't mean to. Jump! Jump! Yet another reason why snowboarding is better than skiing. You CIA.
Plus, Hollywood.
Over 150 years ago, in the town of Darkness Falls, Matilda Dixon was adored by all the children. Whenever one of them lost a tooth, they would bring it to her in exchange for a gold coin, earning her the name the Tooth Fairy. But when 2 children didn't come home, they blamed Matilda, and they hanged her in the light. Now, they thought the past was dead and buried, but it's about to come back with a vengeance.
You don't know what you're dealing with. Tooth Fairy?
What the hell was that?
I get these things, these night terrors. I don't know what's real or what's not.
She won't come in the light.
Who?
You know who.
We stay in the light, we stay alive. Just walk towards my voice.
come on, it's just 3 steps.
How close is it?
This season, evil rises, darkness falls.
You can't see me being a father?
No. Well, I can see you fathering children. I can see you raising it.
I would raise my own chalupas.
Well, we're definitely not having any kids together if you're going to be calling them chalupas.
It's probably your mother.
You have the worst timing ever.
Montgomery broken in? I'm Agent Flood with the Drug Enforcement Administration.
Everything's gotten so strange, Pop. The only people I trust are you and guys I grew up with.
What do we say to him?
We'll say nothing. He's going to hell for 7 years. What am I going to do, wish him luck? Champagne for my real friends, and real pain for my sham friends.
Can't believe you brought my student in here.
I mean, you haven't done anything wrong yet.
What do you mean yet?
She's the only girl I've ever kept fantasizing about after I slept with her. Is that normal? That's a pretty good kind of normal.
We haven't talked about this at all. You know, this is our last night.
No, it's not our last night. My last night. I watched him ruin his life. The last 10 years, I've been watching him get deeper and deeper. I look at these people around me and I'm thinking, these are my friends? I don't even know these people.
He doesn't trust me.
What reason does he have not to trust you? I got one idea, but I need a big favor from you. Now, if he runs, he's gone. He ain't coming home. If he pulls the trigger, they close the casket. They lock him away, he's gone. You'll never see him again.
Stay with me.
No, I gotta do one more little thing.
I wanna hold you, but my hands are tied.
Years from now, you gather your family together, you tell them the whole story. Who you are, where you come from. And then you ask them if they know how lucky they are to be there.
This will be the best night of my life. Best night of my life.
Excuse me. True love is hard to find. Sometimes you think you have true love, and then you catch the early flight home from San Diego.
Today, Mitch's life took an unexpected turn.
Heidi?
What are you doing home?
And a couple of nude people jump out of your bathroom blindfolded like a damn magic show.
I'm really sorry.
Now, he's starting over.
Mitch, you're on the rebound. You're like an injured young fawn who's been nursed back to health, who's finally going to be re-released into the wilderness.
With a little help from his friends.
I want to thank you very much for coming to the official Mitch Martin Freedom Festival. He is a very successful, very disease-free gentleman standing by the minibar.
DreamWorks Pictures presents 3 guys reliving all the fun of college.
Good morning. Now that was a party.
Wouldn't you want those good times to keep going? This is my house.
With none of the education.
In this corner, weighing in at 110 pounds and pushing 89 years of age.
Just ring the bell, you pansy.
I want in.
Half these guys don't even go to the school.
I promised my wife I wouldn't drink tonight. Yeah, I'll do one. I'll do one. I'll do one. Come on, everybody! Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Don't you think this is going a little far?
Frank, just pace yourself. Sorry.
Luke Wilson.
I get the feeling you have an entirely distorted view of who I am.
And what would ever give you that idea?
Will Ferrell.
What's going on?
If you tell anyone about this, I'll kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay, sweetie?
And Vince Vaughn.
There's my wife, always smiling. Hi, honey. Judging, watching. Look at the baby.
Be careful. That's the most powerful trank gun on the market.
Yes! Ow! That's awesome!
Old school.
You're crazy.
Tomorrow night, you will enter the childhood home of our most brutal mass murderer. The home has been rigged up with several cameras, but for the most part, the audience will see only what you see.
Are you sure they're not just putting us in some house with hidden cameras in the shower?
This is gonna be fun. The windows will be boarded up and all the doors will be locked shut behind them. No one will be allowed to leave until the show is over. Let the dangertainment begin.
You think this is the one that he used to, you know, do his thing? One flash and you could light up 1,000 computer screens.
You are like this close to getting voted off the island. Wait, what just happened? We just lost Bill's camera. There's somebody in the hall.
Somebody please help us.
Hello, Michael. I knew you'd come sooner or later. What took you so long?
Trick or treat, mother.
Of life, mother of us all. Hey guys, look what I smuggled aboard.
Homer, no!
Huh?
They'll clog the instruments! Careful, they're ruffled.
I'll take care of this.
He's back.
What? Claw escaped.
Claw escaped?
Get ready for more thrills, spills, and eye-popping gizmos with the all-new adventures of Inspector Gadget 2, premiering only on Disney DVD and video.
Prepare for high-speed chase.
French Stewart pulls out all the stops as the most well-equipped crime fighter in town. But this time, Inspector Gadget meets his match.
G2 reporting for duty. Sir.
Wowzers. G2 is state-of-the-art and very on top of things. And his perception is that they're going to be partners, but that's not it.
You might say that G2 is you without the glitches.
Gadget still operating on batteries. G2 operates on plutonium. He's got it bad for G2. And G2 just can't be bothered with him, but he definitely grows on her.
With the help of his loyal niece Penny, faithful dog Brain, and everyone's favorite talking car, Inspector Gadget and G2 set out to capture the villainous Claw once again.
The jig is up, Claw. You're under arrest for kidnapping, bank robbery, breaking out of prison, and general all-around evil.
Packed with more gadgets, more glitches, and nearly 500 special effects, Inspector Gadget 2 goes above and beyond the original to delight fans of all ages.
What's wrong, Inspector? I think I ate something funny.
I wanted outrageous things in the movie, and by that I mean that everything has a slightly exaggerated tone. There's actually quite a few more special effects than even the first movie, and that was a lot of fun.
The DVD contains hours of exclusive behind-the-scenes features, including storyboards, deleted scenes, and bloopers.
I'm all messed up. Look at this, Baxter. Hold on. That's gotta hurt.
Audiences will see the real gadgets behind Gadget's gadgets, with special featurettes on the design of the gadgets, the construction of the sets, and the rigging of the effects.
There's a lot involved in terms of the effects in this movie because what you're dealing with are practical gadgets, which are the ones that I can see that are coming out of me that we have to make work.
It works!
Then you add that to reacting to visual computer effects that haven't been generated yet, but you have to pretend like they are. and then you throw a dog into the situation, and you've got your hands full.
All right, Brain. Now speak.
Penny has been kidnapped by Claw.
Amazing, isn't it? What modern technology can do?
Technology rules and sparks fly in Inspector Gadget 2.
Here comes the good part.
You know, it's a rich world. The themes are good, you know, gene splicing, genetic testing, viral research, underground labs, an evil corporation that is a multinational, has labs and bases all around the world.
The silence involved and the mansions and the quietness and the stillness of your surrounding.
You had to solve things. Every turn you take, something new comes out. And I love the feeling of stillness about it, how it's just empty. And then you'll turn a corridor and suddenly be attacked by all these zombies.
I played Resident Evil and I was playing Resident Evil 2, and it just got to a point where I just loved the game so much. I thought, this is just fantastic. You know, someone has to make this into a movie.
After you?
We were thinking about a horror action thriller for quite a long time. And suddenly we realized that that could be the one we really want to do.
It has a real brooding, suspenseful atmosphere that translates very well into a movie. And I feel if I stay true to the game, true enough to please the creators of the game, then I'm going to make a movie that the fans will be happy with as well.
This is Shocking Roulette, and it's definitely a gadget for the jackass generation. It works with 2, 3 or 4 people, and is perfect for settling arguments about your multiplayer gaming. So, if you're deciding who will play as who in Time Splitters 2, simply put your fingers in the allocated bays, hit the start button, and wait as the flashing lights and sounds slow down before one of you is randomly shocked. Once you've whittled it down to 2 players, it's a head-to-head to see who emerges unscathed. Believe us, it'll give you sweaty palms while you're waiting for the outcome, and delivers a jolt to make you jump, so only play if you dare. The world's first folding skateboard looks a lot more technical than it is. Conceived and designed in California, the Stowboard has a unique steering style which simulates snowboard-style carving. Easy to fold away, the Stowboard can easily fit in a backpack. Wherever you choose to ride, it'll feel like you're carving up the concrete. It's a little hard to get used to straight away, and feels like it may restrict the creative control offered by a conventional board, but after a while, you'll get used to it. You'll still want for your normal board, but the added novelty factor means this fold-away board is the ultimate boarder's boy toy. Our most wanted gadget this month is the Mega Media. We've seen products like this before, but this prototype has a much larger 2.5-inch screen. It's about the size of a portable radio and should meet all your multimedia needs. The built-in hard drive can be used as a storage medium for transferring data between computers, and the screen and earphones let you listen to MP3s, look at JPEG pictures, or watch VCD films on the move. The no-nonsense interface lets you browse the directories and files stored on the hard drive, and the large buttons are clearly labelled for ease of use. If you just want to listen to MP3s, we suggest a smaller alternative, but if you're a movie buff or want to carry thousands of pictures in a convenient portable format, it may be worth a look. long journeys will never be dull again, and that's why it's this month's most wanted gadget. Hello and welcome to the Code Junkie shop, where every issue we showcase useful gadgets that will improve the way you play. First of all, let me show you this. It's a USB keyboard, and if you're wondering what use a keyboard is when it comes to playing your games, let me fill you in. If you already own the Action Replay cheat system, you'll be used to entering the newest codes for the latest games using a joypad, but with this keyboard you can enter the codes directly. Now all you have to do is plug the keyboard into either of the USB slots and get ready to halve the time it takes to enter new codes. There's no more selecting codes using them in as you see them. And with the help of these hotkeys, you can navigate around the menu screen simply and easily at the touch of a button. And if you're a fan of first-person shooters and can't get used to using a joypad, then this keyboard used in conjunction with a mouse will let you move around quickly and fire at lightning-quick speeds, and is compatible with games such as Deus Ex, Half-Life, Unreal Tournament and Soldier of Fortune. The USB keyboard costs just £19.99 and is yours if you place an order by calling 0845 601 0015 or by going to Daytel's online secure site at www.codejunkies.com and clicking on Code Junkies Shop. While you're there, if you already have a broadband connection and you're ready to join the multiplayer online revolution, then you'll need this. This is the GoNet network adapter, and if you already have broadband, this little box of tricks will let you get gaming with a growing online community. Using the USB cable provided, all you have to do is plug it into either of the USB ports in your PlayStation 2, and then, using an RJ45 cable available from any computer supplier, plug GoNet into your broadband wall socket. Then all you have to do is switch on your PlayStation 2, insert your game, I'm using Tribes Aerial Assault, and then go to your multiplayer setup screen to set up your connection settings. Full step-by-step details of how to do this are on the instruction disc that comes with GoNet. Once you've saved your settings, you can now use these to play any online compatible game. Games include Tony Hawk's 4, SOCOM, Madden NFL 2003 and many more. You can also use GoNet to play across a local area network. GoNet costs just £29.99 and can be ordered by calling 0845 601 0015, where lines are open 8 AM to 7 PM Monday to Friday, 9 AM to 3 PM Saturdays, and calls are charged at local rates. Finally, if you bought PSI2 from your local newsagent and like what you see, let me show you how you can save some extra cash by subscribing. If you subscribe with PSI2 at the moment, you get 3 issues for an incredible £3, and then your further 6 issues for £15.96 if paying by direct debit. That's a saving of over 33%. And the offer doesn't end there. You also get a choice of a free gift comprising of a cheats disc for one of 6 popular titles. Filling out the form is easy. Just turn to page 143 of PSI2 magazine and you'll see a page similar to this. Now all you have to do is fill in your name and address details, not forgetting to tick which free gift you'd like, and then fill in your bank details in this area of the form. Then just pop the form in an envelope and send it to PSI2 Subscriptions Department, Thin Ice Media Limited, Stafford Road, Stone, Staffordshire, ST15 0DG. And that's it. No more trips to the newsagent to find it sold out. Just sit back and wait for PSI2 to drop through your door every month. Join me next time for more great gaming deals. If you like nothing more than sitting in front of the TV scoffing donuts, then you'll want to enter our Simpsons competition. Get their hands on a Hero DVD theatre system for your What's her name?